Now we're going to talk about a popular ingredient in the beauty world at the moment, clay. Trudi is here with what we need to know. Morning, Trudi.
Good morning.
Yes. Now, this isn't a new use of the material clay with beauty products, is it? It's been going around for like a few hundred years?
It's been
1,000 years?
Apparently Cleopatra used to take clay baths. Don't quote me on that because I haven't been able to interview her. But look, it has been around. The Romans were very, very clever when it came to beauty products. And so I think 60 BC, so it's not new.
No.
But it's how it's now used in beauty products, and it's how it's made, and technology's allowed it to be very easy for us to use.
So it's not so hard to put on your face. Tell us how it is being used.
No, so it is being used. Look, today it's being used in cleansers, in foundation, in makeup products, in masks. Probably masks are the most common. And it's rich in minerals. And interestingly, clay from all over the world is used, and it's like our fingerprints. There's no two are the same, no clay is the same from anywhere that it comes from.
So what sort of ones are they using? Like what sort
They're using rose-based clays, French green clays, kaolin clay, that are a white clay or a pink clay, as well as fuller's earth, which is an old remedy, you know, like an old mother's remedy. But so a blend of all of those, and they do great things in the skin. You know, they're oil absorbing, they're brightening. They're actually a natural SPF too, because they've got an iron oxide in them, which is a colorant, but that is the base to most mineral makeup. So they're really good for your skin. You don't just have to have oily, problematic skin to use a clay-based product.
Typically when I've used a clay-based product, it has probably been a mask, something that I've put on for a few minutes and looked and scared the kids and then wiped it off.
That's why they're so Instagram-worthy.
Yeah, and my rudimentary understanding of it is that it's drawing stuff out of my pores. I mean, is that how it works on the skin?
Absolutely. It's oil absorbing and it draws those impurities out. So if you're going out for a big night, don't do a clay mask before, because if you've got a pimple lurking under the surface, it will come out. They do have this incredible way of drawing any toxins from the skin, which is why they are such a great product to include in a mask.
So obviously not just for oily skin though. I mean, how do you find the right clay mask for your skin?
Well, there's a range of different clays, and I was talking to you before about that rose-based clay, which is really gentle. It's actually really good for calming inflammation and sensitivity as well. So you should really be guided by the product, and it should say on the product, most of them do, what it will do. And if you are sensitive, then I wouldn't go for anything that's too full on. I'd go for something that's a lot more calming.
Do you think we as women know enough about our own skin though? Like if somebody said to me, what kind of skin do you have? I'm not sure what I would say.
No,
I guess you know if you're sensitive though, right?
I think your skin is. This is a really interesting topic because your skin is so dynamic. It can change daily, and it's really sensitive to temperature. So at the moment it's cold, so our skin feels sensitive and dehydrated. So you want to go for something that's nourishing, probably in this sort of weather. And also look at your skin. If your skin looks dull, go for something that's going to perk it up. If you're a little bit, acne
so pay attention, basically.
Yeah, pay attention. It's really difficult. I think that is the biggest challenge that women face.
So what have you brought in for us to have a look at today, Trudi?
Okay, well, first up, we've got a really clever product. This is blowing up on Instagram. It's an Australian pink clay, and it's a really pretty colour too. So it's all based around actually removing any of those blemishes and impurities. Hopefully it's open.
Yeah, it's not like horrible and green, it's a lovely rose
so
colour.
it's really pretty. And it's also got Kakadu plum, and we've talked about that quite a lot on the show. That's a great ingredient. Vitamins A, C and E. It's called Tzone Australian Pink Clay Mask. You can buy it online. It's a great little product.
Do you know, at the moment it's feeling quite nourishing and quite moisturising. It's not feeling sort of dry and clayey.
That's the thing. It will draw out those impurities. Really good for the T-zone area. We get a little bit of oil built up.
I'm going to have pimples on my hand tomorrow.
Really, really nourishing. So I wanted to talk a little bit again about Tarte as a brand that I'm absolutely loving, eco-chic brand, Sephora online. This uses Amazonian clay, so it's sun-baked clay. Now, the reason it uses it in a cosmetic is it actually, with that iron oxide, stays true to colour. So you know how blush tends to fade over a few hours, and you've put it on and then you look like you've had it on anymore? That one stays true to colour on the skin, absorbing the oil while you wear it.
Nice.
So a clay base and a blusher, which is kind of a new innovation.
Have you got this on you? Because you've got exceptionally great makeup on today.
I certainly do.
Yeah, it looks good. Okay, great.
No, I have got a blend of that on. I've actually got the shimmer on and another couple of products. I'm always layering on the products. More is more when it comes to shimmer for me.
Absolutely. What's our last
And then
product?
finally, new from Elizabeth Arden, another little gem, their Superstart range. This is a probiotic cleanser, and I want to talk about probiotics in skincare in the next few weeks because they are everywhere. But it's got a clay in it as well, a whipped clay in it. This is clever. It goes on like a little mousse. The minute you add water, it foams up and it's really creamy and lathery. So you've got that clay in it that will actually get rid of any of those, imperfections and impurities.
I want that on my face.
But
Yeah,
nourishing
feels
as
nice.
well. Once that hits water, it's like a beautiful, soft, lathery cleanser. So great for in your shower.
Excellent. Feels
So
nice too.
and the probiotic in it, the food for our skin, which I want to talk about in the next few weeks, is Lactococcus ferment. So that's feeding your skin while the clay is purifying it.
Love it. We'll talk more on that later.
Thanks so much, Trudi.
Absolute pleasure.
Now, for more from Trudi, you can head to her website, beautyeq.co.nz.